it's your girl Ord here with another video. So, returning subscribers, welcome back. New subscribers, welcome to the channel, y'all. So, I've been noticing I've been getting like a regular amount of new subscribers lately, like consistently, and it's so exciting. And I thank you guys so much for tuning into my channel. If you're new, make sure you comment. If you're old, make sure you comment. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what you guys are interested in so I can keep you guys captivated with me. So let's get into this fight series. So this is going to be the third installment in my fight series, right? I've been telling you guys about these fights I've been having with these dirty girls growing up. And this was the third one that had a pretty good story to go with it. So that's what I'm going to tell you guys today. So let's get into this Diva Dialogue. Alright, so first things first, before I start the story, let's introduce my beautiful drink. So good. So this is Absolute Peach and plain organic mango juice. There's no sugar in it. There's no anything. It's the most purest juice ever, outside of me actually pressing it myself. But this seemed like it was pretty good, so I decided to try it. But yes, this is the drink that's going to help me get through this story I'm about to tell y'all. Alright, so this story happened actually on the way home from school. I thought I was home free. I had not had any issues with these girls the whole entire day. Meaning, there was no arguments. There wasn't stupid comments. Like, it would be stupid comments, shit screamed from the end of the hallway. Shit like that. Like, oh, somebody would come to me, oh, such and such said this. Like, this day, there was none of that nonsense. The whole day went by scot-free. I'm on a bus on my way home, and suddenly somebody yells out from the front of the bus, "Or you gonna get fucked up when she get off the bus?" It's like I just can't get a freaking break no matter what. So I'm in the back of the bus, and 3 of them dirty girls are in front of the bus. So I knew it was one of them. One of them was from the first story I told you guys. Another one was from the second story I told you guys. And the third one was one I had never fought before. So at this point, I didn't know who I was fighting. All I know was them 3 in the front. One of them was going to attack me when I got off the bus. So I needed to prepare myself for this fucking fight. Right? So luckily this day I had gym. So I had shorts and sneakers in my book bag. Because this day I was looking really cute. I had my hair out. I had a little cute little pleated skirt on or whatever. I had on little cute little shoes or whatever. You couldn't tell me nothing. I thought I was so cute. Well, maybe that's why I was fighting. Maybe I was so cute that day they just couldn't fucking handle it. Like, they ghetto ratchet asses. Anyway, so I'm in the back of the bus. I'm putting on my shorts and I'm preparing for this fight. I'm putting my hair up in a ponytail. I'm asking anybody if they got Vaseline in their bag so I can put it on my goddamn face. Whatever. So we get off the bus, and the bus stop is right in front of the community center in my hood, right? So as we get off the bus, now I see which one it is that's ready to fight me, because she's the only one taking her freaking jacket off or whatever. So I'm like, damn. So this is the biggest one of the 3. So now I'm standing here, I'm like, alright, she's bigger than me. I need to win this fight anyway. Like, fuck it. Like, now how am I going to win this fight? What am I going to do? What is my strategy? How am I going to win this fight? So, I told you my mentality in fights. I just got to keep hitting her, and then she can't hit me. But then my thought is, I got to get the first hit so that I can, so that I can just overpower her. So, whatever. The girl, she comes running towards me. And so as she's running, I back up and grab her by the hair and start punching her all in her face. I just start punching her. I'm punching her. I'm punching her. I'm punching her as hard as I could. I'm trying to fucking kill her. Like, again, here I am in another fucking fight. I was so furious. Again. God damn it. So, I'm punching her. I'm punching her. I'm punching her. But now she's grabbing me. And like, I feel like she's overpowering me. And somehow we ended up in the street at this point. Well, you know the fight, it moves. We scuffling or whatever. I'm punching her. She grabbing me or whatever. I'm trying to get clean blows so that, you know, that they hurt as hard as... I just wanted this bitch to fucking stop. Like, that was just it. I just wanted her to stop. So, I don't know how, but we ended up in the street, right? So, like I said, she's grabbing me. I feel like she's overpowering me and she might, like, throw me to the ground or some shit. So, there's a car coming down the street. There's a car coming and we're in the street. So, honestly, fuck it. I took her and I threw her into the street towards traffic. I wanted this bitch to get hit by that car so fucking bad. Like, y'all have no idea. I looked and I saw that she didn't get hit. I was so fucking disappointed. Like, I can't even tell you. Because like I said, like, this was an everyday thing. It may not have always been an actual fight, but either it was a nasty argument. They would start random rumors about me that I would have to fucking clear up. Like, it was just, they just did anything that they possibly could to make my life a living fucking hell. And the thing is, that's craziest is I had absolutely no reason to get this treatment. I did nothing to these bitches. Not one thing. All I did was respond to their fights. That's it. I just didn't allow them to bully me. And so I was a fucking target. So, like I said, I threw her out into the street. I wanted the car to hit her, but the car swerved around her instead. I was furious. When I saw that the car didn't hit her, now tears are streaming down my face because I thought that was it. I thought I was done with this fight. I'm figuring she got hit by this car. I'm finished with this fight. I could go to fuck home and she could go to the fucking hospital. Like, that was my want. That was what I needed to happen at this point. I was so freaking furious because here again, like I said, now I'm fighting again. All right, so the car swerves around her. So the good thing about what happened was me throwing her out into the street gave me enough distance to now gather myself to continue fighting this bitch because she wasn't done. It seemed like she wasn't never gonna be done. So she comes running towards me again, and somehow, like, I get her by the side and I'm punching her in her face. I got her by her hair. I'm punching her in her face sideways. I'm punching her in her side, like her ribs and shit. Like, I'm just punching her like hard and quick, as many as I possibly can, because I just want her to fucking stop. Like I said, at this point, tears are streaming down my face. I'm so angry. Here I am again. Once again, I'm in another fight with one of these goddamn bitches. All right, so I told y'all we in front of the community center, right? So this is the center this was my block. I went to this place just about every single day of my life at that age. So, one of the people in the center, one of my favorite people in the center, he saw that there was a fight, but you know, fights like this happen all the time. This wasn't some new occurrence. It was all the time. But when he saw that it was me fighting, he came running over. So he comes running over or whatever, and he breaks up the fight, right? So he breaks up the fight or whatever. He's asking me what happened, whatever. He's now trying to calm down the fucking bitches that's trying to jump me, because now it's not just the 3 of them. Now it's like 7 of them. Because I'm assuming that as the fight is happening, people hear the commotion, people see the commotion or whatever. And so people come running over, you know? So, now at this point, right at this particular moment, now that I'm exhausted, I just fought this one bitch or whatever. Now, the one from the first story that I told y'all, now she wants to fight me. Right now in this moment, now that I'm all exhausted from fighting this big bitch over here, now she wants to fight me. And in all honesty, I was fucking with it. Like, at this point, I just wanted to kill all of them. Like, I wanted them all to die. Like, at this point, I'm like, what do I have to do to get these bitches to leave me the fuck alone? I wanted every single one of them to die. I'm thinking to myself, how can I fucking kill these bitches so that I don't have to deal with this bullshit no more? People don't get it, but them thoughts are real. Like, when you hear about kids running up in schools and shit, they trying to kill they bullies or whatnot. When you have to endure this shit every single day of your life, when there's not one day that goes by that you can have it just be a normal day, when you're always constantly fucking bullied, you think of some extreme shit to try to stop it from happening, especially when, like, no one else around you can really do much. It was like the school knew, our parents knew. My mother had to work every day. She wasn't home to save me from this shit. You know, so it's like I'm feeling completely helpless. Like, what the fuck do I do about this shit? Anyway, so this bitch wants to fight me right in this moment. Whatever. So, G wasn't letting it. G, that's the guy's name who came out to break up the fight. This was one of my favorite people in there. He wasn't going to let that go down. So, G takes me inside the center. It's me and my best friend. It's just the two of us, right? So he brings me in the center. And so he's like, you need to call somebody to come get you, because even though my building was right across the street, 7 bitches out here ready to jump me. Like, you know, he's not going to send me back out to the freaking wolves. So he told me to call somebody to come get me. So I call my sister, right? Now, the way the corner is situated, the center is right here. This is Mermaid Avenue, right? The center is right here. Right around the corner, literally just around the corner, is building 1, right? This building 1, I live right across the street in building 2, but this building 1, this is my sister building, right? So she don't even gotta cross the street. All she gotta do literally is come around the corner and get me. Right? So I call my sister, my loving fucking sister, right? And I say to her, you know, come get me, because these girls about to jump me outside. So you know what my loving sister says to me? She says, I'm not dressed. So I'm waiting for like more. Like, what else you about to say now? What the fuck you mean you not dressed? Like, you throw something on and come get me. Like, I'm right here. Like, it's not as if these girls are gonna jump on you. They're children. They're like, she's in her 20s. These kids are like, they're my age, 12, 13 years old. They're not gonna hit you. I just need you to get me from this point right across the street into my building so that I could go in the crib. And she dead just told me she wasn't dressed. Silence after she said that. So I banged it on her. Bang, just banged it on her. Like, what else was I to do? Now I'm thinking, who else could I call? So I call her best friend, right? Now her best friend is way down on 33rd Street. This is where she stay. I'm on 23rd Street. She way down on 33rd Street. But when I call her and I tell her these bitches about to jump me, come get me, I don't even gotta tell her the story or anything. What? They about to jump you? She came down there immediately. Walked us to the crib or whatever. Right? Cool. So now we in the crib. Because you already know I gotta do my goddamn chores before my mother get home. So me and my best friend in the crib, we washing the dishes, we straightening up the house, whatever. Because like I said, my mother's a neat freak. It needs to be clean. It needs to look clean. It needs to smell clean. Everything. So suddenly somebody starts banging on my door. You could tell it's a fist. You could hear that it's a fist banging on the door. So I look through the peephole, and it's 2 of these bitches. It's the one I just fought, and the one from the first story in the hallway. So she's banging on the door, and honestly, at this point, I was ready to open the door and go out there and fuck them up in the hallway. Like, in all, I absolutely was. I didn't give a shit. I was so fucking over it, and I was irrational. I didn't give a shit. But then the banging changed. It wasn't a fist no more. So I looked at a peephole. She's banging on my door with a metal bat. So now we in a crib. We trying to figure out, like, what are we gonna do? I was with my best friend. I don't think her mother was home, which is why we didn't call her, because she lived right down the hall from me. But I don't think her mother was home. I believe that's why she was at my crib. The girl who had just brung us to the crib, she was on her way to the train station, so she probably not even in Coney Island no more. My mother this is the time where she's on the train on her way home, so it's nothing she could do for me. And I just told y'all about my loving sister. So what are we to do? We just listening to her bang on the goddamn door. So she banging on the door. She's destroying my door. Like, you can hear it. You can hear the sound from the metal bat hitting the door, that she's destroying my door. So we cursing at her through the door, whatever. Eventually, she realizes we not coming out, and she stops, right? So when she stops, it was about 10-15 minutes later, my mother came home. So the first thing my mother says is, what the hell happened to the goddamn door? So obviously I let her know, like, here we go again. This one from upstairs, I'm not gonna say her name, she came and she was banging on the bat with a metal door after I beat up her friend in front of the center. This is what I say to my mother. So here we go again, about to go talk to another parent, right? So she didn't call her friend this time. So there were no guns involved. But this girl lived right upstairs, so we didn't have to go far. I lived on 10, she lived on 13. So we just walked up the stairs and went to tell her mother what her kid just did. So we knock on a woman's door. She opened the door, and my mother says to her, your daughter just banged up my door with a metal bat. You need to come downstairs and see what she just did. So she looks my mother right in her face and she says, my daughter did what? She didn't do that. So I look at my mother, and my mother says again, your daughter just banged up my door with a metal bat. You need to come downstairs and see what she did. So she said again, my daughter did not do that. So now I say, I just watched her bang on the door with a metal bat through the peephole. I watched her and her friend destroy my door. So once again, she looked directly at us and said, my daughter did not do that. So let me give you a little history about this bitch too, the girl's mother. She raises horrible children, right? Her son was the kid who used to destroy the whole building. He would bust out the lights, all the lights in the hallway. He would break the elevator. He was disrespectful to everyone. Like, he was just horrible. He destroyed every shit. It's like, we gotta live here. Why are you destroying the elevators? You live on 13. You need the elevator. Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, it was so crazy because she raised these horrible children. You got this one kid who's destroying the fucking building. You got your little girl who's attacking females who are more attractive than her all over the place. Like, she just raised these horrible children, and then she just released them out into the world with the rest of us. So now we got to deal with these fucking assholes. Like, what the fuck? So after the third time, the woman said to us, my daughter didn't do that. We left. Like, what do you say to that kind of ignorance? How do you respond to that? She's not saying, how do you know it was my daughter? She's not asking any relevant questions. She's just straight up saying, she didn't do that. Now I'm thinking, are you going to go get your daughter? You going to ask her? Like, she probably never said nothing to her kid about it. It was freaking horrible. When I tell you she destroyed my door, the knob was bent. She broke the peephole. She was banging on the lock was bent. Everything. Like, it was horrible. My mother had to go to housing and let them know what happened. I don't know if they said anything to her, but whatever, she still lived there. Luckily, they didn't have us pay for the damages, luckily. My mother went to the school and she let them know what happened, because now shit just got real, because she's now using weapons. It's not like before where we just having these little fights or whatever and, you know, it's over. Everybody good. Like, the worst thing that happened is you're a little banged up, but you good, you know? Now this bitch uses weapons. So now me and my mother in the crib and we're discussing it, like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I have to continue to go to school, but now she uses weapons. So what if the bat isn't it? Like, you know, what if she carrying shit? What if now, you know, who knows what things she's concocting in her head now? Clearly this bitch hates me for absolutely no reason at all. They're constantly attacking me, like, and whatnot. So who knows what crazy things they're considering at this point. So my mother was like, you have to start carrying a box cutter to school. This was before metal detectors. This was before they was all checking your book bags and shit random or whatever. So she was like, you got to carry a box cutter because you have to be able to protect yourself. Because what happens if randomly these bitches attack me with a razor or some shit? Like, we don't know what they're capable of at this point, because this was the first time a weapon was used. Previous to this, it was just fist fights only. So that's how that story ended. Now I am carrying a box cutter to school. And now I'm worried about completely different shit. Honestly, guys, I really wanted her to get hit by that car. Like, I wanted it to end in some dramatic way in my favor so that they would just fucking stop. But they didn't. There's more stories after this one. I told y'all they got worse and worse as time went on. As y'all can see here by this third story, where she demolished my goddamn door with a bat. But you know, the biggest thing that I can say about this whole situation is, parents, give your kids confidence. Like, make them confident in their thoughts. Make them confident in their appearance. Make it so that they don't feel like they gotta commit crimes in order to make themselves feel better every day. You know, make it so that they don't have to make my life miserable every single day because they're not confident, you know? Because that's not cool. Luckily, you know, I'm not some nut. Like, I could have did some crazy shit. What if I really did try to actually kill one of them? You know what? I lived in the hood. Like, I had all the means. I could have found weapons. I could have asked people to do crazy shit to them. Like, but I didn't resort to any of that, luckily. Luckily for them. You know? So, like I always say, like, I get it. People always, you know, whatever, these bullies, they go into these schools, they shoot up the school, whatever, and people are so appalled by it and they don't understand it. Unless you've been bullied, you don't understand what it's like to have your whole day disrupted and having you feel like trash every single day. Luckily for me, I was confident in myself. I didn't just let myself be bullied, and I made sure that I always fought back. But there's not always kids like me who has confidence, who has friends who's gonna help out in fights where there's more than one, who has, you know, a support system to help them through this shit. A lot of kids don't have that. They resort to committing suicide. They resort to all kinds of drastic measures just to stop the shit from fucking happening to them. And that shit is horrible, you know? Where when you're a kid at that age, the worst thing you're supposed to be worried about is fucking homework. That's supposed to be your biggest worry, is that your homework is done well and that no teachers are calling home to your parents. That's the biggest thing you have to worry about at that age. Not worrying about somebody completely demeaning you every day, or somebody attacking you every day, somebody calling you out your character every day. Like, I had these bitches starting horrible rumors about me, all kinds of shit. Luckily, people knew me, so that, you know, it didn't stick. But, you know, everyone's experience is not going to be exactly like mine. So I get these kids. I understand why they feel so overwhelmed and trapped, like they can't do nothing else but something completely drastic. It's up to us as parents to make our kids secure in themselves, to make our kids, you know, comfortable enough to even tell, because some people don't even tell their parents what the hell's going on. It'd be something random that their parents find out once their kid then did something completely drastic, like try to commit suicide or something. Now you know that your kid is being bullied. You know, not every kid is gonna be like me where I'm gonna go straight to my mother like, these bitches keep bothering me, you know? So that's my little 2 cents on the situation. And that's it for this story. But unfortunately, there's more stories. God damn it. But like I said, if you guys have stories like this, if you guys have been bullied growing up, any shit, send me an email, write a comment down below. All of it, let's discuss it. Because Lord knows that shit was fucking horrible. It was absolutely horrible. And I wish I didn't have to endure it. I really, really do. But that's it for this one. So, I'll see you guys next time.